We need help here right now.
Medic!
Medics, right now. Let's go.
We need some help!
Stay with him. Take it easy.
WWE superstar and a man often referred to as the Viper has left fans in utter shock and disbelief after sending a chilling message from his hospital bed. The unexpected turn of events has not only shaken the WWE universe, but has also sparked a whirlwind of speculation and concern for Orton's future in professional wrestling. Known for his unrelenting tenacity and a career filled with high-stakes moments, Orton's latest update has cast a dark shadow over his illustrious journey. This all began on the night of November 8, 2024, during an electrifying episode of Friday Night Smackdown. The show featured an unsanctioned clash between Orton and Kevin Owens, two fierce competitors whose rivalry had reached its boiling point. The match was chaotic and brutal, with both men pushing the limits of endurance and danger. But it was Owens' shocking use of a piledriver, a move banned in WWE due to its notorious history of causing severe injuries, that changed everything. The audience was stunned into silence as Orton lay motionless in the ring, his body seemingly paralyzed by the devastating impact. Paramedics rushed to the scene, their faces grave with urgency. Orton was placed on a stretcher and carried out of the arena.
Fans on X have theorized that Orton could be returning during the match to potentially cost Owens the WWE title. Now this may be far too soon, as the annual Survivor Series is just a few short weeks away. There were rumors that Orton vs KO would be on the Saturday night's main event card next month, and this would give Orton over a month off to sell the impact of the piledriver. Whilst Orton is locked into a blood feud with Owens, it appears that all roads, pun intended, lead to an eventual Orton vs Rhodes WWE title showdown, potentially at WrestleMania 41 next April. What are your thoughts on WWE handling this storyline? Let us know in the comments.
Leaving fans and commentators alike questioning whether they had just witnessed the end of the Apex Predator's storied career. WWE later confirmed the gravity of the situation, announcing that Orton had suffered a cervical cord neuropraxia spinal injury known to disrupt nerve function. It was a diagnosis that left fans fearing the worst, as the company stated there was no clear timeline for his return. However, the real bombshell dropped when Orton himself broke his silence. From his hospital bed, Orton sent out a video message that has since gone viral, shaking the WWE community to its core. In the dimly lit room, the former WWE champion looked worn but determined, his voice carrying a chilling undertone. "I've been through wars in that ring," Orton began, his eyes narrowing with a mix of defiance and vulnerability. "But this feels different. For the first time, I'm questioning if I'll ever be able to step back between those ropes." Orton went on to describe the moments immediately following the injury, providing a rare glimpse into the mind of a warrior facing an uncertain future. "When I hit that mat and couldn't feel my legs, my first thought wasn't fear, it was anger. Anger at myself, anger at Owens, anger at everything that led me to that moment. But now, lying here, I've had a lot of time to think. This injury isn't just physical, it's a mental battle, and I'm not sure which one is harder to fight." Messages of encouragement flooded in from fellow wrestlers, celebrities, and fans worldwide, all rallying behind the 14-time world champion. "Randy Orton is one of the toughest guys I've ever known," tweeted WWE Hall of Famer Edge. "If anyone can come back from this, it's him. There's a part of me that wonders if this was supposed to happen," he said, his voice faltering for a moment.
Well, I'm going to be out a very long time, but the part that kind of breaks my heart the most is there's a good chance that I won't be able to come back. Money's good, the talent's good, the locker room's great. I have a good relationship with all the people that are in charge, and I don't see why I would change that. And I only see all of those different variables I just mentioned, I only see them getting better over the coming years. So at 41, I can honestly say if I'm on a contract where I'm able to still wrestle a handful of years in my late 40s, possibly even as I'm a 50-year-old man, I would love to do it. My big thing, and my wife Kim has promised me that if she looks at me and she thinks that I'm becoming a parody of myself, or if I'm unable to do the things that the fans need to be able to physically see me do in order for them to believe, you know, that an RKO still has as much sting as it once did.
Maybe I've been going too hard for too long. Maybe the universe is telling me it's time to stop. But let me make one thing clear. If this is the end, I'm going out on my own terms. Some fans believe this injury might be the catalyst for his retirement, while others are convinced it's simply another chapter in his legendary career. WWE's top medical experts have weighed in, emphasizing the severity of cervical cord injuries and the risks involved in returning to such a physically demanding profession. As the days go by, Orton continues to provide sporadic updates, each one a mix of hope and despair. In a recent follow-up message, he addressed his fans directly, saying, "Your support means the world to me. I've read every comment, every message, and it's given me strength on days when I didn't think I had any left. But I won't sugarcoat it, this is the fight of my life." Kevin Owens, the man responsible for executing the piledriver, has yet to make a public statement, further fueling the controversy. While some fans blame Owens for his recklessness, others argue that Orton himself willingly stepped into an unsanctioned match, fully aware of the risks. The incident has also reignited debates about the safety protocols within WWE, with critics calling for stricter regulations to prevent similar injuries in the future. For now, though, the focus remains squarely on Randy Orton, a man who has given everything to the business he loves and now finds himself in the fight of his life. As Orton continues his recovery, the WWE Universe waits with bated breath for his next update. Will the Viper defy the odds and return to the ring? Or is this truly the end of an era? One thing is certain, Randy Orton's legacy is far from over, and his story will continue to inspire and captivate fans around the globe. Whether he returns as the Predator we know and love or transitions into a new chapter outside the ring, Orton's indomitable spirit remains unshaken, a testament to his status as one of the greatest WWE superstars of all.
There's no question. There's been twice since I've been back in November where I was like, hey, Hunter, can I take a week to just recover so that I can be 100% for the following week? He said, oh, sure, yeah, as long as you communicate that to me, no problem.
Yeah.
So having that in my back pocket, it's a real peace of mind knowing that if I need, I am 44, if I need a week, they'll give it to me.
Well, do you think acting, obviously we see the Cena, The Rock, all these guys going to, do you think acting, we've seen you do it a little bit, but do you think you'll kind of go down that road a little bit more?
I was just talking to Cody Rhodes about this yesterday, and Marseille, France, and I really love what I'm doing now. I love watching movies. There's a lot of work that goes into them.
Most important here, what do you want to accomplish now?
Time. In the meantime, the WWE landscape feels incomplete without Orton's presence. His absence is a stark reminder of the risks these athletes take every time they step into the ring. It's a world where legends are made and careers can end in an instant, and Randy Orton's story is a poignant reminder of that reality. As fans, all we can do is send our support and hope for the day when we hear the unmistakable sound of Orton's entrance music once more. Until then, the legend of the Viper lives on, stronger than ever. Randy Orton, a name synonymous with wrestling greatness, has been a cornerstone of WWE for over 2 decades. With a legacy filled with jaw-dropping moments, unparalleled athleticism, and a charisma that captivated millions, Orton's journey from a third-generation wrestler to a global icon is nothing short of legendary. His career is a testament to hard work, resilience, and an unrelenting passion for the sport. But behind the spotlight, Orton's personal life adds another layer to his story, offering fans a glimpse into the man behind the Viper. And Father Cowboy Bob Orton paving the way as professional wrestlers. Growing up in St. Louis, Missouri, young Randy was exposed to the business at an early age, but the path to WWE greatness wasn't straightforward. Orton faced initial resistance from his parents, who warned him about the physical and emotional toll of the industry. Yet, Orton's determination to carry on the family legacy burned bright, and by 2000, he officially began his wrestling journey. In 2002, Orton debuted on WWE's main roster, and it didn't take long for him to stand out. His early days with Evolution of Faction alongside Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista were instrumental in shaping his career. Under their mentorship, Orton honed his skills, earning accolades such as the Intercontinental Championship and becoming the youngest World Heavyweight Champion in WWE history at just 24 years old. These milestones cemented his place in the annals of wrestling history.
I think do this for as long as I can and make sure, and we brought up my wife Kim on a couple occasions, told me, she goes, when it's time to hang him up, I'll let you know. So not, if this is when I need to hang him up, I don't want to go here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't want to, we talked about Cena quite a bit. I feel like,
To answer it. Wheatley, Randy, we don't know what's going to happen. If you're talking about the end, which I don't see, I don't see that, but who would you want to wrestle if you could pick somebody?
so I'm 44. I'd like to wrestle at least until I'm 50.
And set the stage for what would become a legendary career. Orton's wrestling style, defined by his methodical pacing, technical precision, and his iconic RKO finishing move, made him a fan favorite. Whether battling legends like The Undertaker, John Cena, or Edge, Orton delivered performances that left fans on the edge of their seats. But his career wasn't without challenges. From injuries to personal struggles, Orton faced hurdles that tested his resilience. In candid interviews, he has spoken about his battles with anger management and the lessons learned from those experiences. I've made mistakes, but every setback has been a stepping stone, Orton once said. I've grown as a man and as a performer because of those moments. A devoted family man, Orton often shares glimpses of his life with his wife, Kim, and their children. His social media posts reveal a softer side, showcasing his love for family vacations, fatherhood, and his bond with his dogs. In interviews, Orton has credited his family for grounding him, particularly during challenging times in his career. Kim and the kids are my rock, Orton has said. They remind me of what truly matters, and that keeps me going. His recent hospitalization and cryptic messages from the hospital have sparked an outpouring of support on social media. Fans have flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram with messages of encouragement, sharing memories of their favorite Orton moments, and expressing hope for his recovery. One fan tweeted, "Randy Orton has been my hero since I was a kid. Seeing him like this is heartbreaking, but I know he'll come back stronger." Another wrote, "The Viper doesn't quit. We're all rooting for you, Randy." The WWE Universe has also paid tribute through creative fan art, heartfelt video compilations, and even charity campaigns dedicated to Orton's recovery. The overwhelming support highlights the profound connection Orton has with his audience, a bond forged through years of unforgettable performances and genuine interactions.
I don't want to retire and have a last match and then leave the company and have another last match and then another one. I like John. God, that makes me feel so old.
Next thing, what's that thing that would be the next apex, next peak? What is it that Randy Orton has left to do in the wrestling space besides be incredible and beloved and all those things that you will be? But what is the goal? What's the task?
I think, answer your question honestly, and I've done it before me and tore the house down.
Oh, yeah.
It depends who's on top. If you were to ask me that question now and I had to give you an answer, I'd say you.
Beyond the WWE Universe, Orton's situation has caught the attention of celebrities and fellow athletes. Hollywood stars, musicians, and sports figures have chimed in with their well wishes, underscoring the broad reach of Orton's influence. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a former WWE icon turned global superstar, shared a heartfelt message, saying, "Randy is one of the toughest, most talented guys I've ever shared the ring with. Sending all my strength and prayers for a speedy recovery." Similarly, actor and wrestling fan Dave Bautista, who once stood alongside Orton in Evolution, expressed his concern, saying, "Randy is family." I know he's a fighter, and I have no doubt he'll overcome this. Pop sensation Bad Bunny, who made his WWE debut in recent years, posted on Instagram praying for Randy Orton. He's a legend and an inspiration to so many. NBA superstar LeBron James also tweeted, "The RKO is one of the greatest moves of all time," wishing Randy Orton a full recovery. The sports world is behind you. Some fans believe that Orton's recovery could lead to an emotional comeback at a major event like WrestleMania, while others worrying about the long-term implications of his injury. Regardless of the outcome, Orton's story continues to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide. As Orton navigates this challenging chapter of his life, his resilience and determination shine through. Whether it's through heartfelt messages from the hospital or the unwavering support of his fans, one thing is clear: Randy Orton's legacy is far from over. His journey serves as a reminder of the indomitable spirit of a true champion, both in and out of the ring. Fans and celebrities alike eagerly await the day when the Viper can once again slither into the squared circle, ready to strike with an RKO out of nowhere. Until then, the wrestling world stands united in support of one of its greatest icons.
Did you know a current WWE legend was close to having a completely different role if he couldn't come back from injury? Randy Orton's long-awaited comeback at Survivor Series last year will go down as one of the great WWE returns. But what if it never happened? Due to a back injury that had built up over time, Randy Orton began an 18-month absence from wrestling in the spring of 2022, and while he was away, there wasn't much positive news, with some reports at the time suggesting that he may have to end his iconic career due to his back injuries. However, he was also open to a very different role if he couldn't come back. In a recent interview, Randy Orton revealed that he would have been eager to continue on with WWE even if his days as an active wrestler had ended. He also said that he'd have become a coach, or a trainer, or even a producer to remain part of the WWE into his retirement. Do you think Randy Orton will make a great coach one day? Let us know in the comments, and like and subscribe for more wrestling content.